You're on, Ma.
Well, I'm very, very excited to be here this evening with my sisters and brothers of Franclara Abbey of Peace and Compassion here in the United States, which is a branch of the Teo community of the interspiritual Franciscans. And my name is Nancy, Sister Nancy, they call me, and I am a member of this particular branch. And I'm just excited and tickled, and I imagine you've seen the various things that have come up as my son and I, my awesome IT source, got me up here so we could do evening prayer together. So first of all, I'm going to take a moment to light this candle. And I'm lighting it for the Teo community of interspiritual Franciscans, and for our beloved abbot, Brother Sean, and for our beloved assistant abbess, Sister Eleanor, and for all of our members, for our friends, and for our benefactors, and for all you who have joined us this evening, as well as for all those who are suffering. May all be filled with peace and compassion. And may this evening prayer benefit all beings everywhere. First of all, I want to begin with the prologue of our sister and brother Essenes of Mount Sinai. We say together, we enter the eternal and infinite garden of Source with reverence to the heavenly Mother, Father God, the earthly Mother, and all the great masters, and reverence to the holy, pure, and saving teachings, and reverence to the sisterhood and brotherhood of the elect. These next few weeks, on Wednesday evenings, I'm going to be sharing some readings and prayers from many different faith traditions, as well as having time for a short 5-minute meditation for us to sit quietly within ourselves. And it will start with a soft gong and end with 3 gongs. The first reading that I want to share with you is called That Thou Art. And it comes from the sacred Upanishad texts of the Hindu faith, because this is the faith that we're going to be sharing this evening. It's translated by Charles Johnson, 1889. And it says, there lived once Shvetaketu, Aruna's grandson. His father addressed him, saying, go, learn all the teachings of the eternal. For no one, dear, of our family is an unlearned nominal. So going when he was 12 years old, he returned when he was 24. He had learned all the teachings, but was conceited, vain of his learning, and proud. His father addressed him, Shvetaketu, you are conceited, vain of your learning, and proud, dear. But have you asked for that teaching through which the unheard is heard, the unthought is thought, the unknown is known. What sort of teaching is that, Master? Said he. Just as, dear, by a single piece of clay, anything made of clay may be known, for the difference is only one of words and names, and the real thing is that it is of clay. Or, just as, dear, by one jewel of gold, anything made of gold may be known, for the difference is only one of words and names, and the real is that it is gold. Or, just as, dear, by a single knife blade, anything made of iron may be known, for the difference is only one of words and names, and the real is that it is iron. Just like this is the teaching that makes the unknown known. But I am sure that those teachers did not know this themselves, for if they had known it, how would they not have taught it to me? Said he. But now let my master tell it to me. Let it be so, dear, said he. In the beginning, dear, there was being, alone and secondless. But there are some who say that there was non-being in the beginning, alone and secondless, so that being would be born from non-being. But how could this be so, dear? Said he. How could being be born from non-being? So there was being, dear, in the beginning, alone and secondless. Now I want to go to a more modern day yogini, a female yogi. And her name is Chameli Ardagh. And I have a couple of readings by her. And I always enjoy and learn a lot every time I get another reading from Chameli. First, we think that letting go of our rigid stance against someone or something means that we give up, that we lose our power. We think that nothing will change if we surrender our dual view and move deeper than our right or wrong opinions. But through the willingness to move deeper than our right or wrong opinions, deeper than duality, we tap into an active force. The same creative force that moves the planets and creates all things in this ever-changing world. The only place where real change, a change that liberates us, can take place is in that deeper, wider presence of who you really are. When we are tapped into presence, we are more able to set clear boundaries or carefully move away from a hurtful situation. Here we still feel with the world. We may roar with pain and in agony and feel all the feelings that need to be felt. And we can speak up when needed. We are not in a passive or elusive state. We are in touch with pure, unfiltered intelligence, here, immersed in the impermanent realm of embodiment. You realize the eternal and limitless consciousness all this is made of. Another writing that was sent to me was true happiness is not found in a state or feeling, but in a deeper presence and connection, which is here no matter what we feel. Once this is realized, it radically changes how we view our life. Our life is no longer about chasing certain states and feelings, an endless project, or about pushing away the unwanted feelings. We could spend our entire life just doing that. Presence and connection is available in any moment. We breathe, we open, and stay present. And we discover that any feeling, even the most unwanted one, can bring us into a deeper connection with Source. I need my telephone. Excuse me. I need my telephone for the gongs. I forgot it. We stop complaining about the challenges that are presented to us. Instead, we see another opportunity for practice, another opportunity to deepen connection. What an honor it is to be a wisdom keeper, a yogini. What an honor to have been given the tools and questions that opens us to a deeper intimacy and meaning of who we are in this world. Now, the final reading that I'm going to take from this faith is from one of their spiritual leaders named Paramahansa Yogananda. But before I do this, I want to say, because we'll go from here right into our time of sitting quietly together, I want to share a little reading that I came across on my emails that I really liked. And it came from the AA Grapevine called Unlikely Teachers. And it said, I pray for the willingness to listen carefully to everyone I encounter, for some may have the words I need to hear. And I want to be sure and think about these, to listen carefully. If there's anything in the readings, any words that came out, or if there's any in this by Yogananda. To discover the hidden presence of God, you must love God. But it came to my mind, how can you love God without knowing God? You cannot love anything that is unknown to you. Can you love a flower you've never seen? Can you love the ocean if it is just a word? Could you love someone you have never known or heard about? Could you love someone as a friend whom you've never met? Could you love anything that you knew nothing about? How then is it possible to love God, having never seen God? God is the greatest lover our hearts can know. Now we are going to sit quietly for 5 minutes. Quiet meditation, breathing together, going within ourselves quietly. I'm sorry I did not have this set up before I started. I thought I was prepared. Okay, we are going to start when the first gong. We have 1 minute time to get settled if you need to stretch or scratch or whatever you need to do. And then the gong will ring. Now it is time for prayers. And I have picked a few beautiful prayers from this Hindu tradition to start out with. And then we can follow it with any prayer requests you might have before we close. The first one I want to share with you is a Hindu prayer for peace. Oh God, lead us from the unreal to the real. Oh God, lead us from darkness to light. Oh God, lead us from death to immortality. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti unto all. O Lord God Almighty, may there be peace in celestial regions. May there be peace on earth. May the waters be appeasing. May herbs be wholesome. May trees and plants bring peace to all. May all beneficent beings bring peace to us. May the Vedic law propagate peace all through the world. May all things be a source of peace to us. And may thy peace itself bestow peace on all. And may that peace come to me also. This comes from the UN Day of Prayer for World Peace. This comes from the Hindu Upanishads. And this one was adapted by Satish Kumar. And it says, lead me from death to life, from falsehood to truth. Lead me from despair to hope, from fear to trust. Lead me from hate to love, from war to peace. Let peace fill our heart, our world, our universe. Peace, peace, peace. Prayer for the unity of all life. May the winds, the oceans, the herbs and night and days, the Mother Earth, the Father Heaven, all vegetation, the sun, be all sweet to us. Let us follow the path of goodness for all times, like the sun and the moon moving eternally in the sky. Let us be charitable to one another. Let us not kill or be violent with one another. Let us know and appreciate the points of view of others, and let us unite. So now it is time for prayers. If any of you have any prayers that prayer requests, I have trouble seeing. Oh, Sister Eleanor, hi. Linda, hi. I'm so glad you joined me this evening. I'm glad I'm not alone sitting here talking to the ethers. Oh. Okay. Well, then, first of all, I want to remember one of our members, dear Sister Lori, because her mom, Mary, is very, very ill. And so we want to offer prayers of compassion, and prayers that Sister Lori and her mother be free from suffering, and that all will be well for her. I see that Sandra's come online. Can't see it, Mark. I am sorry, Sandra, but my screen is at a distance that I can't read it, but I am so thrilled you're online. And whatever prayers you have requested, may they be granted. May they be granted. Anybody else? Can you bring it in just a little closer or not?
They're just
They come in down there, so and I
they're just saying hello so far. So good.
Okay.
Good morning. Hello.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. And I would like to offer a few myself. I want to pray for Brother Sean and Sister Eleanor, and for our Franclara Abbey of Peace and Compassion, which is the United States branch of the Teo community, that we may all be together and be as one and support and love one another, pray for one another. And I would just love it if some of the other members would come on and share their prayers with me at some time, some evening. I would love it. So before we close here, I'm going to offer a short metta prayer here. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be safe and secure in their inner and outer being from all harm and danger. May all beings be peaceful and happy. And may all beings dwell in the deep ease of well-being. And I pray that us praying together this evening is benefit for all beings everywhere. Now it's time to blow out the candle, and I do it with thanks and I do it with gratitude that we have this time together. And I pray that the unity we felt, and hopefully the peacefulness we felt, and whatever has come to us during this prayer, that we'll take it out with us this evening into our lives. And may you leave here, may you go in peace, and I truly pray that you dwell in a deep state of well-being. Namaste.
Okay.